when the
Yakubi Bana Bantu, Mutoto wa Kibantu, Bana Ver Muntu.
I know it's been a minute since you saw me on your screens, but we have been working towards the restoration of our kingdom, settling back our people. But today, do I have a treat for you, because we are at Tingira, the cultural village, where we will be learning more about Agikuyu architecture, Agikuyu culture, and much more. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. Thaayu Thaayu. So we are here with our guide. Please allow him to introduce himself.
Okay, welcome to the Gira. My name is Manyeki Kirago. I am one of the guides at the Gira. Well, this is where people usually come to learn our Kikuyu culture. So I would like to welcome you so that you can learn what we used to have during our past. Welcome.
Thaayu Thaayu. Okay.
We shall start here. This is the village, and this is where our artifacts were kept, according to each each and every house head. So welcome, mind your heads.
Okay, thank you.
We shall start with Zingira, because the name Zingira is a man's heart, and that is the name that is starting for this cultural village. Well, so this is Zingira. So I would like you to show you. This is where the man used to live. This is the man's heart. These are his artifacts that were mostly you can see in his heart. Well, let's start with his tools. Usually, man had this tool. Each and every man used to have these three-legged stool with a string and a rope to hang on. Why? Because each and every man used to carry his own stool if they are going for an occasion, or if they are invited somewhere with the other was there. This one was they used to, like, it used to have a string here, so that when he is carrying, he would hold with this one. Not very tight. I don't want to freeze it the way you it's not very good. And the stool is heavy. So this each and every man used to have this one. But if you happen to come across with a house or a hut with these two, this one could tell you that this man is one of the village elder or a chief. So this one was known as Murumbo, the king's stool. Then we have the common one or the normal one, each and every man used to have. This one you could only get 9 of them in one village, because we had only 9 elders in the village. So if you happen to get this one, not all the houses used to have this one. This one could tell you that if he is not one of the chiefs, he is one of the village elder. Okay, let's come to his clothes. Yeah, the skins. These are the man's. This is his clothes.
So in Gikuyu, what would you call that garment?
This is Gevi.
Gevi.
Yeah. Gevi. Yeah. Okay.
So what was the significance of it? Or is it from a cow hide? Is it from a goat's hide? Is it from a sheep's hide?
It depends. Some of them are goat skins or cow hides, according to the height. Even their own crops, they are longer than this one. So those ones were normally made out of cows' hides.
So a lot of the garments we see these days being worn by the elders are a bit modernized.
Yeah.
So this is the original garb of the Agikuyu man.
Yeah, this is the original one. Because what we are seeing, like this one I am wearing now, these are the middle class. These are the middle class, but the very traditional one, the other one, this was the one.
Thaayu Thaayu.
Yeah, okay. Well, most of them, and each and every man used to have these gourds here for making beer. Okay, if we can start with this one. This is the one that used to cook beer. It was known as getumbe.
Getumbe.
Getumbe. Yeah, and this is where he could mix his
honey wine,
honey and
meratina.
water and meratina. Could have to be kept about 3 or 4 days.
And it ferments. Then they do what you call gukerora. Perhaps you can explain what gukerora is for our audience.
Yeah, gukerora. That is after gukerora. If this beer was for an occasion, let's say if he is asked to take beer to his in-laws, he could use these ones. We have this one, the big one known as dua. This could carry about 10 liters of beer. And we have this one. This is what do you call this one? The name is getting out a little bit. This is the name will come, but this one could hold about 5 liters. Nyanja.
Nyanja.
Yeah, nyanja.
Yeah, nyanja.
Yeah. Nyanja.
Okay.
Yes. So if he was asked to take about 5 liters, he could take this one.
So now, when it comes to a ceremony like Johia Jorio, when they ask you, "Okay, na nyajemwe," that's 5 liters.
Yeah.
So if you're going to ask for a bride, you have to carry about 3, depending on the clan, whether she's a Monjiro.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
It depends. But mostly they didn't ask for one because they have to give back the heart.
Yes. So usually 3.
Yeah, usually 3. Because when you take 3, let's say if you ask to take 3, you could take this one. That is 10 liters. These are 2 nyanjas.
And then this one. So dua and nyanja.
Yeah. Yeah. Why were you to take this one as well? Because they want to take the whole beer. Then you have to give you back this one.
Oshokia.
Yeah. Oshokia.
Kogoko.
Yeah, that is what we used to call it. Yeah.
So and that is where you get in the modern culture, like if friends are having a drink among friends, if a friend buys you one, you have to Oshokia Goko.
So you have to buy it for them. That is how it used to be. This is where they used to store their honey. This is kehembe.
Kehembe.
Yeah. And this one is very old. It's more than 200 years.
This one, huh?
Yeah, this one.
So we have an artifact.
Yeah.
So this one predates the coming of the colonizer.
Yeah.
That is so a piece of history with us.
Yes.
Gikuyu gitagathira, nyumba ya Mubi and Banabeto at large and all those sons of Muntu. Yes, not all our artifacts are in museums. They hold great cultural significance to us, and the custodians of these artifacts are here. As you can see, our guide was not born yesterday. He has seen around. He's going to be telling us more about that. Thaayu Thaayu. So perhaps we can go to the next artifact.
Okay. Let's come to this one. We shall finish with this one. We've got this is the walking stick. Yeah.
Modegi.
Yeah. This one. And the herdsman stick. This one.
That is a herdman stick.
Yeah.
So that is the staff of the shepherd.
Yeah.
So if most of us have grown up understanding the biblical terms, so and we know that a lot of the Western culture was taken from our culture. A lot of the Western religion was taken from our religion. So can we say this is what they mean? Thy staff shall guide me, because every shepherd has a staff.
Yes. And the wealth of a man was 3 things. One, the number of farms he had. Second, the number of animals, that is the livestock. And third, the children one had. So it also depended with the man used to have about 3 wives. And funny enough, in our Kikuyu culture, it is, the man was not a polygamist. It is a woman. Why? Because according to the way the man is getting on and on, the woman could tell the man, now you are getting very rich and I am only alone. I cannot cope with all these things. There is a lot of work. So I have seen a girl somewhere, so I can get it for you so that you can help me to work together.
So actually, if I'm getting you correct,
Yeah.
so it's not the man that even actually chose the wife. It was the wife that chose an assistant to the
Yes.
wife. So
Sure.
that is where we have been fooled by the Western mentality. Thaayu Thaayu. So
Also, this is the food he used to carry when he is going to field. That is for when he is herding his.
So what would he carry in that?
This is water.
Perhaps they can see.
It is
Oh, water.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's come to this one.
Okay.
Oh, well, let me just hear a little bit from you. What is this?
Enonego.
Very good. Let me hear from another one.
Okay.
What is this?
Yeah, our guests don't want to be in camera, but perhaps they can answer. It's a shield.
Yeah, but not a normal shield. This is a generation shield to be passed on from the man. This carries a lot of story, and this one was very important in our culture. And this one was not touched by anybody in this house, and it was only kept by the man in his heart. And this one is the one that is carrying the strength of the man in the house. So when the man feels that now I'm old, I'm not getting very well with the issues of the family, he could call the other men that is of his age in his homestead, so that he can handle this one to his first born son, so as to carry on the family. And when handling this one, it was not handled like this one. I have just given you this one, you can carry on. No, with instructions, he could to sit down. He could be given instruction. It was a ceremony of about 1 whole day. With the instructions, the wazayas could be allowed. That is men. He could be told about
Perhaps
how to get on with the.
Perhaps, if you may, I may understand the kegongona involved.
Yes.
Without going into the details,
Yeah.
perhaps you can explain the aspect of the kegongona involved, because a lot of our ceremonies involved animals. So perhaps you can give a hint. Was there an animal involved in the passing over of the ngo?
Yeah, they could slaughter a goat. That was the part one. And also beer had to be cooked, so that when they are talking, they could be drinking. See? So with this one now, you said you are Monjiro.
I'm a Monjiro, yes.
This one belongs to you now. This pattern could tell you.
Yes, this is the pattern of the Anjiro.
So with
this is the pattern of the seers.
Yeah. So if it was a Moshera with yours and mine could have been
different.
Yes. You could count these patterns. They could tell. With the Jiros now, they can tell. They can also tell with this one. But if it was Ashera, like I myself, I am a Moshera. It could be something different.
And most of these intricate designs we see here, we see a lot of them being stolen by the West, you know, and a lot of our artifacts have been stolen and they are taken in museums.
Yes.
Besides custodians like yourself, because I know you have been doing this for many years.
Yeah.
Do you feel that those governments should return these artifacts to our people?
Very much. And we are fighting very much for that one, because why? I saw somewhere, I don't know actually where it was kept, but the information was very wrong. They said that it was a war shield.
It's not a war shield.
It is not a war shield.
It was a circumcision shield.
No. This was a generation.
Or Itueka.
Yeah.
Something to do with it. Perhaps you can mention a little about the Itueka.
Yeah, Itueka. In our language, let me call this one Dome.
Dome.
Yeah. So it is not an ordinary shield, and this is not a shield. Now let me get you correct. It is not an ordinary shield. It is just a pass.
It's passed on. It's a generational heirloom.
Yeah.
Thaayu Thaayu Wakeawa. I call him Wakeawa because he's the age set of my father. So that is a title of respect to those older than you.
Okay, and thank you very much for that.
Thaayu Thaayu Wakeawa.
Okay, now let's go to, we have finished with this one.
Yes.
Okay, now let's go to the woman's house. That is the first man, the first wife's house, because it was the one that had all the artifacts we need in that house.
And there's something that I noticed.
Yeah.
The man's hut is closest to the gate.
Yes. Yes.
Is closest to the gate.
Yeah.
Thaayu Thaayu.
Yeah. Do you know why?
Tell me, Wakeawa.
This man is also a warrior. And he is the one who is to receive the guests when they come out from the gate, so that he could know why the purpose that has brought those people to his homestead.
Thaayu Thaayu.
Yeah. Okay, now let's go to the man to his first wife's house.
First wife's house.
Yeah. And this first wife's house was known as Nyakiambi.
Nyakiambi, the house of Nyakiambi.
Yeah. And Nyakiambi is in our language is the starter. She is the one who has first,
the first wife. Yeah, Nyakiambi, the Kwamba, the one that sets.
Kwamba.
The one that sets.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we shall start here. Let them come.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now this would be the door.
Yeah, this will be the door. Now, okay. Welcome now to the first wife's house. This woman was known as Nyakiambi, the starter of the house. So in our language, Nyakiambi is the starter. Okay. Now we shall start from the door. That is where you are starting. This is Murangamo, and this is the door that was used to. Yeah. So you see, these are the doors. In our language, this one is known as Rige.
Rige.
Rige in our language. Rige. Rige, yes.
Rige,
yeah.
that of which denies access.
Yes.
Thaayu Thaayu.
Okay, let's start here. The names of these 9 rooms.
So there are 9 rooms in total.
Yes.
Would there be a significance as to why she has 9 rooms, considering we talk of Kenda Muyoru?
Yeah, we shall count them.
Okay.
Okay, let's start where I'm studying. Although this one is not a room, but it is the front part of the house. This one where I'm studying is Rory.
Rory. Perhaps you can move back so that I can show the audience that. So this is Rory.
Yes.
Immediately after you get into the entrance of Nyakiambi's hut.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is where you could face. Before entering, this is where you are facing. Okay. Let me start on my right hand side. This part is known as, or this room is known as Gatuline. Gaturuaini. This is where they used to store their tools. Yeah, tools were kept here on this side. Okay, that we have some few. That is the hoeing tools. These ones. These were the hoeing tools. This is what we used to do the weeding and digging.
But most people would think that we opted for iron tools and a lot of digging. Would you explain to us why the AGIKUYU thought the ground to be sacred and why they did not do a lot of mining on the ground?
I think according to our culture, especially, you see, with the mining, you take those things far away from where you have taken them. But with the Kikuyus, they didn't believe in taking something out of the soil.
From the earth.
Yeah. They used to see as if you are taking all the culture away from them.
So spiritually, we could say that exporting all these minerals, as much as they may be lucrative, we are messing with the spirituality of the earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Thaayu Thaayu Wakeawa.
Yeah, okay. Let me come on my left hand side. This part where there is a
pot.
This is a water pot. It was known as Kivasha. Okay, let's start. Let's go back to this part again.
Okay.
There is a room here. This is known as Kwero. This is where goats were kept.
So this even
even you can see.
So the animals would sleep in the
Yeah.
first wife's hut.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This include sheep
Uh-huh.
and goat. This is where they used to sleep after coming from the fields.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was known as squirrel.
But this is a reconstruction, of course, because of air
Yes,
it would
yes.
have been enclosed.
Yeah, so that we can have a lot enough
Air and light.
Yeah, it was mud. Mud was
It was closed up to the
close up to the top. But if you do it during the day, it could give you a bit of challenge. Trying to get light.
So here we had the animals.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let us go to the other one. Okay. Okay, just follow me. Okay. Well, let's go to the third one. Yeah? This one here. This one was known as Gaturi.
Gaturi.
Gaturi. This is a store for all.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
Boys could store their things here.
in their mother's
Girls,
hut.
yeah.
Young boys, that
Yeah,
is,
young
not
boys.
circumcised men.
Yeah, this is not for circumcised one. No. Okay. So even girls could store some of the items here. Their mother as well. So it was a store for all. Okay.
Thaayu Thaayu.
Yeah. Let's come to this one. This is the woman's bedroom. Yeah. With her bed.
So this is the structure they had. And you notice this bed is not made for two.
Yeah.
It is made for one.
Yes.
So would you perhaps explain why that is?
You see, when we came here, I mentioned the first wife,
Uh-huh.
Nyakiambi.
Uh-huh.
So this one was not meant for two wives. This is for the first wife.
First wife.
She was respected. She is the starter. She has her respect. That is why she has her
Her own bed.
Yeah.
And of course the husband did not sleep in this bed.
No, that is his place.
That is his place.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to
If there is any
know
issue,
each other
they
as a
know,
man,
yeah.
as a wife, should go to
To
the
the house,
Tingira.
to the gira.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry. Don't mind. You run around in this woman's house. Okay, let's come to this one. This is a private store. The
Thegi.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, if the woman happens to have visitors, she has cooked some delicacies or some food that is not for public. She could first for hide them here.
Oh, for the guests.
For the guests.
Thegi. So Thegi was more for entertainment of guests.
Yes.
Again, yeah?
Yes. It was a private store for the woman. Mostly it is the woman who used this one.
And now her boys, her uncircumcised boys, her girls did not have access to this.
No. Even the circumcised, especially the boys, could not sleep here at all. Only those ones who were not circumcised.
The young
and
boys.
I'll show you where they used to sleep.
The kind.
Okay, let's come to this one.
Uh-huh.
This is a girl's hut. Do we have a girl here? This is their bedroom. You see, even their curtains. These are nice cobs. You see?
So it's aesthetically.
You see, and it's something beautiful. Okay, this is where they used to sleep. This is their bed.
Now this is what was called kerere.
Yeah, kerere. Kerere. That is kerere, and this is kerere.
Kerere.
Yeah. You see, these are the beddings. These are made out of. This is the mattress. It is out of banana leaves. Okay, and the beddings were goat skins, cow hides. Yeah. And they used to be very
quite warm. I can feel
warm.
It's quite fluffy, quite warm.
Yeah.
And very comfortable.
Yeah. So they could be, if they were sheep skin, they could be sewn about 3 or 4, so that they can make a big mattress.
And for the sake of our viewers,
yes,
because these are things I know, but for the sake of our viewers, now say a young girl got pregnant and she's unmarried.
Yeah.
She would have to come off the kerere and she would sleep. Is it here or where would she sleep?
Yeah, but not in this house. That is another case. We shall talk about that one. This is for the girls, not for those who are pregnant or those are women. Yeah. If they are more than, and if the second wife, the third wife had girls, they could sleep here. some of them used to sleep down, some of them used to sleep on this one, especially the elder ones. Or they could agree on how they are going.
They had their system.
Yeah, and you see, even they used to have some little basket for storing their ornaments, bracelets and beads.
So now this was like the jewelry bag.
Yes. Yes.
So we have some cowrie shells there. Am I allowed to touch?
Yeah.
We have cowrie shells there.
Yeah.
We have some beads,
Yes.
Madaga. We call them Madaga,
Yeah.
Mamogekoyo,
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah. And this is where in Kikuyu you could hear them talking about Ngogoto.
Ngogoto.
Yeah, Ngogoto seeds.
This is Ngogoto.
Ngogoto. Yeah.
Thaayu Thaayu wakiawa.
Okay. Let's go to the
Now this is a very interesting part. I'm very curious about this.
Yes. Okay. Let's come to this one and finish with this one. Okay. Would you like to, or we can do with this one so that we can finish with
You're in charge. You're in charge.
Okay. Because this one has a lot of things. Okay. Let's come to this one. This one is also this one was known as Geshego.
Geshego.
Geshego. This is where goods for occasions, like for the dowry. This is where they were kept, and the goima. So
Harika Mwate. In case there's a ritual to be performed.
Yes. And some of them, especially the goima, let me talk about those ones which were known as goima. They could they were to be kept here for about 3 or 7 days.
3 or 7 days. And for those that don't understand goima, that is a female sheep.
Yes, goima. That is no, it is not. It is a male.
Oh, a male
They
sheep.
are male, all of them.
Durume. Oh yeah.
And if you are to take them, you are to take about 3, and with 3 nyanjas of
okay,
Muratina. Yeah. Yeah, so this is where they were kept for the days, according to the agreement with the
to the elders and to the
elders.
And Agogoni.
Yeah. After that, they were taken out and taken to where they belong.
Where they belong.
Okay, let's come to this one. This is the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Well, in our language, a very old language, Muihirito.
Muihirito.
Yeah.
That is Akiakik Agikoyo.
Yeah.
We are talking the age of Kafiro Nakaringa.
Yes.
Yes.
When they didn't know about this kind of clothing, during the skins or skins. So this is Muihirito.
Muihirito. Oh, now they call it Riko now, but as you hear, Banabeto, it was called Muihirito. Yes. So what did the Muihirito entail?
Haya, Muihirito, we had these 3 stones.
Maiga Matato.
Fire was laid for cooking. Yeah, and all those things. Well, we have got 3-legged stools also in this hut, but I think you will notice that these ones didn't have a hole because they belong to the cows. So they don't have a hole. They are different from the
like the hole that the men would put their string and carry it.
Because this one's was for the purpose of this one. Where did this one came from? I think it is
one of your guests must have dropped it.
Yes.
But you can keep them in the lost and found.
Yes. Okay. This one depended with the number of cows he had. He could have even more than 3 or so.
Depended on how active he was or how blessed guy he was.
Okay. Yes.
So they would cook food there. 3. But then I do understand that Jongwa ya mutumia ale na magurumana.
Let us come and see.
Okay. So yes,
this one is not well, we can call it Jongwa, but this one is.
But that is the operating term that we know. Correct us. Stand as guided.
This is Geturwa.
Geturwa.
Geturwa, that is the woman's tool. For the man, that is Jongwa, and this one's also Jongwa.
Jongwa with the 3 legs, but this is Geturwa.
This for the mother, for the woman. It is Geturwa.
So, what was the significance of for? I might have an idea, but it's always best getting.
Well, I don't know what you had, but with this one, when they were carved, they couldn't come out of this house. We had this one, and we have a big one, a little bit bigger than about this size. Because
my elders told me when we talk of the 3, the 3 legs, the father, the mother, and the children.
Yeah.
That is the trinity of the Agikuyu. Then the fourth one for the lady would be for nyoba, todo mutumia niwe
Yeah.
wakaga nyoba.
But in this house,
Yes.
they used to be three.
Mhm.
We have got this one and a smaller one,
Mhm.
about this size,
Mhm.
and a big one here.
Mhm.
Why? When he is using this
Nyogo.
nyongo, this of this size,
Mhm.
and there is he is mashing some of the food.
Mhm.
He could use this one,
Uh-huh.
the medium one.
Uh-huh.
But there is another big one, a bit bigger with a bigger pot.
Mhm.
The one that was known as Julie.
Mhm.
She could use this one.
Uh-huh.
It was a big pot and it was heavy. So when he is mashing food for guests, she could use that one. So that one was heavy and this one. But all of them they are the same. They look the same. They are not different.
Well, they all had so our now there's something I see here
And,
very
with these
interesting.
ones,
Yes.
With these two, the bigger one and this middle one, they didn't come out of this house.
Once they
Only-
once they are construct, they can never leave the house.
Yeah,
What was
they
the
can
cultural
never leave the
significance of that? They are they're like spiritually.
Yeah, because spiritually and also culturally, these ones were meant for the house. They couldn't come out of the house. They were for women, and the purpose of these ones were for cooking.
So the Agikuyu carefully guarded the energy that comes in and out of their
Yes.
household.
Yeah,
And,
but the little one,
Mhm.
that is the smaller one,
Mhm.
this size, that one could come out because when she is just
Oh, she wants to
winnowing
sit
the-
outside.
Yeah, or to sit outside,
Mhm.
working or maybe separating the chaff from the
From the seeds, winnowing.
Yeah, she could use this one, that one. Yeah, okay.
So
Let's
now-
come to this two large. We have got this one. I think. Is there any question?
Do any questions?
Yeah. This is the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
This is
moidori.
mashup, moidori.
Moidori
Yeah.
for mashing.
Okay, let's come to these two large.
Mhm.
This one was for keeping the utensils.
Mhm.
The utensils were these ones, which were used as bowls or plates.
Mhm.
These are the carabashes, different sizes.
Mhm.
We have got Kyuga,
Kyuga,
yeah, Itirira,
Geitirira,
yeah, and
the big
Keihuri.
one, Keihori.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so there are three types.
Uh-huh.
Okay, from there,
So this one we can call it Kaihori
yeah, Kaihuri,
because it's a version of Kaihori.
yeah, for drinking porridge,
Mhm.
for serving and eating food.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is why they are called calabashes.
And what was the purpose of the big one?
This one was for measuring the food. to be cooked. Yeah.
Portioning for the children. So we were also very calculative.
Yeah.
Now I bring your attention to this one.
Okay. This is a porridge gourd.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Getete geoshoro.
no.
Oh, that was different. Kenya geoshoro.
Yeah.
Getete was for the men.
For milk.
Ah.
For milk.
Ah.
Yes. You see, this is for milk. This is for porridge. Yeah,
And how long would the milk stay fresh in the getete?
it used to depend, especially let's say if we are like this place here, it is warmer than those parts of
Muranga,
and,
so
Nyeri.
Kabete, Nyeri, and all that. So it depended on the location.
Yes.
But it's quite innovative because even the structure itself, because we can feel even being in the structure with all the adjustments, it's very cool. It's well aerated. It's very cool. So it's got sort of a cooling effect.
Yeah, but this part most of the time used
Was
to be
hot
warm because
of the heat.
fire. They didn't extinguish the fire completely.
And then there's something above us
yes,
that is quite significant to the
this one is
Agikuyu.
for storing firewood.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We have a name for it, perhaps.
Itara.
Itara.
Rotara,
Uh-huh.
Itara.
Itara. Rotara, Itara. So now we used to talk of Kegogona Yakurora Itara.
Yeah.
So perhaps you can tell us what that is and the significance.
Well, with that one, actually, what I can say, it used to depend with the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because like here, you see, like this one was used for storing maize.
Mm-hmm.
That is, and I think on Saturdays, we had some filming. I don't know who took it out.
Mm-hmm.
They could store. This is where they could store for maize for planting
Mm-hmm.
for the next season.
Ah, because it would keep it warm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That is, when the next season is coming, they could look above. So as to.
Oh, as to check. And then we also have this part of our culture where in marriage, the family to the girl would come kuroraitara, so that dagakorone baria marimo, so that she does not come from the family of giants. That is.
I think there was something funny with that. I can't actually tell, but what I know.
But perhaps what you can say, Wakeawa, this is too much deep information.
Yes,
to broadcast.
But what I know, they have to look on this one because when they have, if they have to cook, where will they get firewood?
So it was more of symbolic that eroded with the time and the giants and all that. So it became intertwined with the culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
let's come with this one. This one's for little guys for drawing water from the river, and we have got this one, the strap for carrying firewood.
What is the name?
Mukwa. Yeah,
Mukwa.
Good. Okay.
So
we
that
have got also the basket kiondo. Yeah.
Kiondo would be carried whenever she went foraging, and
they can, both of them they can carry. We cannot carry.
It cannot be carried by a man.
We cannot carry the way they. But if you want to, one of you to take Nini, one here can carry that one, and then you can. Yeah, you. Yeah. We on the head.
Yes, you carry it on your head.
There's one lady with it in the village. Yeah, she passes every day.
We cannot carry it that way because we are men.
She put it over their head like this.
Yes,
exactly like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't show that on camera, so I think we can proceed to the next.
Okay. Now let's count these 2 rooms. These are 9 rooms and see whether we are correct. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are they 9?
They are 9. As the 9 completion, the 9 clans to completion,
well,
as it should have been.
Yeah, Enek boys, the uncircumcised one. Where were they living? These boys could sleep here after every
meal. After every meal was cooked.
Yeah. After everything done here, this is where the boys used to sleep.
Next to the fire.
Yeah, next to the fire.
And immediately next to the door.
Next to the door. No, they didn't go beyond there. Yeah, only here.
Only here. And that's the young boys.
Yeah, the uncircumcised one.
The uncircumcised one.
Well, the circumcised one used to have their heart. And because now they have come out of their mother's heart, they couldn't go back to this house anymore.
Once they are circumcised, you leave this. You leave your mother's heart. You can't come.
House for those ones. Then after that, this is where they belong to. And now this is not a boy anymore. This is now, this one is a warrior.
This is Mwanake.
Mwanake. Yes, Mwanake is a warrior. Well, yeah. Okay, let's start with the warrior's heart. Well, although we are trying to renovate once again because when COVID broke out, some of these beds
they were left. And plus, there has been there wasn't this upsurge of the people wanting to know their history.
Yes.
So we really appreciate the initiative that you are doing. It's not easy to keep because you see some of these artifacts are very old. They need you to maintain them. So we really appreciate what you are doing.
Yes.
And you can count on Banturi Education TV to support you in any way with this endeavor.
Okay, let's finish with the woman's work.
Okay, so ladies first.
Do this, you see, this is Pendo and Mortar. And the activities of these ones were done outside the house. So this is where they used to come and cook their meat. Don't take me. Don't take that.
Oh, sorry. No, you're not
They are
pounding.
the ones who are supposed to be here.
Oh, pounding.
Yeah.
Yes, I apologize for that, but since it's a learning experience, I think even the ancestors can allow us.
Okay. So this is a Pando and Mota. This is where they used to pound their maize.
Yeah,
So this
any
is,
type of grain
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be
type of
pestled
grain,
here.
Yeah.
And is there is it and then we
Also
have
the
the
grindstone.
grindstone
Yeah.
where you would
Yeah.
they would grind.
Yeah. Grains like millet, sorghum, yeah, like that.
So I think we should get our guests one of those so that they can experience the culture full hand.
Unfortunately, right now we don't have because we are not we are not aware that we are coming. I could have get some few grains.
No, don't feel inclined. As long as the concept is understood,
Yeah.
the practicality of it
Yes.
comes later on.
Let's come to this warrior, the Monake now.
Mm-hmm.
You see all these items you can see here.
These are
war items.
These are war items. These are. I see there's a shield.
Yeah, we have got two shields. This one was they used to break away the arrows. You couldn't,
This one is the arrow cannot penetrate that, and it's
No,
made.
it can.
It can, eh?
Yeah.
What
That is
hide
why
is it made for? But it will
It is
slow
a
down.
hide. Yeah. So what they used to do with this one, when the arrows are coming, they used just to strike them away.
Ah,
to
you
them
push
away.
away the arrows.
Yeah. So this is a pouch, the arrow pouch. See this one. Yeah. See, they used to. This one. These three used to go together. This one. This one. This is the arrow and the ball. These used to go together.
So now that would be Ngo,
Yeah.
Jora Naitimo.
No,
But you have not shown us the
this is-
Njora yet. What's your name? Ota?
Ota,
Mm?
Megue,
Megue?
Yaka.
Diaka. So Diaka is the quiver.
Yeah.
Mogwe is the arrow.
Yeah.
Ngo is the shield.
Yes.
And Ota is the bow.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's come to this one. Sometimes they used to have head clothes like this one.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Yeah.
So I see a lot of feathers there.
Yes.
The feather of Maat, Oma.
Yeah.
Is that what that represented?
No, actually, but these ones were like just we can call it just decorations.
Decorative, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't disable anything. But you see, they look beautiful and look when you are wearing you look a bit fierce.
Prestigious and warrior-like.
Yes.
So, and these were only worn by the circumcised warriors.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's come to these two. We have got these two here.
That looks like a serious club.
Yes. Yes, and it is a highly dangerous weapon. This one, we have got three clubs. We have got this one. This one was known as Dotono.
Dotono.
Dotono. With this spikes, the bone spikes. We have got Viale.
Viale.
Yeah.
The carved one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Viale.
Ino niyo Viboka niyo Jogoma. Jogoma.
Fimbo is Swahili Fimbo.
Oh, Fimbo. So it's Jogoma,
Viale.
Dotono,
Yeah.
na Viale.
Okay, let's come to this one. These ones could fight. That is direct.
Arm-to-arm combat.
Yeah.
No wonder the AGIKUYU were fierce warriors, if these are the weapons they carried.
But let us come to
So,
this one.
even perhaps the Vikings might have gotten that from...
No, of course.
Let's come to this one. This one is heavy. Even I couldn't carry it. I couldn't go to war with this one. This one was carried by huge men.
The warriors.
Yeah. Why? Because this one you couldn't fight this.
And I see it's got a few kgs to it.
Yeah.
So
This one,
it must have meant that we had very fierce warriors.
Yeah. And after gaining all the strength, you used to release it heading to the opponent.
And then it
Yeah.
kill shot.
Yeah. Well, let me. You just imagine this one is coming direct to you. If it happens to land on your head, what language would you?
And I can even notice the craftsmanship is quite executive, because this feels like bone. This is bone.
Bones.
This is
They are
bone.
bones. Yeah.
This is bone on a background of wood.
Yes.
And this is very hard bone.
Yeah,
Doesn't look like it can
try
break.
to lift it a little bit too.
Whoa, it's quite
Now, with that one,
it's
they
quite
used to go
heavy.
with this one, eh?
Now let me just so now that,
Because this one you can you could even or you can also you can just
and this one is
it is wood.
yeah, and cannot be perforated by the arrow.
Spear or the arrows. Yeah. So this one was the one that they used to go. If something is coming direct on the spears, they could just defend themselves with this one. And it is also heavy. Heavy.
Whoa.
You see?
It is indeed quite heavy.
Let's say for dowry. And my father is not there and I belong to Jerry. So when I go to those people and to introduce myself, I will say, Jetago Manyeki, I am Manyeki. I am from this Moshera clan. I am from Jerry's Gedaku. So they will notice that I am from.
So you introduce yourself with
my mother.
With your mother.
Yeah.
As we say, that is the first wife, Wamboi, Jerry. And if you belong to this, you associate yourself with your mother's house. If you belong to that. So that would belong to the first house. She was honored. She had the biggest. Then they went diminishing in size as to the second and to the third wife. Then you'd have the Tingira there. Now we are left with this one. I'm very interested to know.
And you could also hear Manyeki from Wamboi. He introduced himself here.
They were Manyeki, Kedaku Keawabo.
Nyambura, Manyeki.
I
didn't get it. No, this warrior has just wedded. She has a bride.
Now
The newlywed.
so now if the warrior got a new wed,
she cannot take her to that house.
he cannot take her to the warrior's hut. So the bride will come and she'll rest here.
Yes.
Thaayu.
Yes.
Any more questions?
And with this one, they didn't have a lot of artifacts, only beds.
So it's a simple but satisfying life. We didn't need all those assets. We just needed the family life. And I don't know if you've noticed, Panabeto, all the other huts are covered with mud on the exterior, but the man's hut, the Thingira, does not have mud covering, and the Mwanake, being the circumcised male son's hut, also has no mud on the exterior. So perhaps you can tell us.
Okay, this man now is the warrior. If they are invaded, this host would help him
to look if there are enemies around.
Where the enemies are.
So
even the man himself. Very good for
noticing that.
Also, if the invaders came and the man has spotted them, or he has noticed that they have been invaded. This is the alarm horn they use. Shoro.
Oh, the shofar. They call it the shofar, but it's shoro. You blow it and so for those of you who have been wondering, this is the traditional AGIKUYU shofar. You can see the mouthpiece there, and this was how we sounded the alarm. So for those that think that we belong to a certain culture somewhere in the Levant, no, we had shofars long before they even realized we had that. Thaayu Thaayu.
Man, I can blow this one for you.
Kindly.
It is not very easy to blow it. You just try. Just try to blow it. If you blow it for the third time, you can only fall down.
Ni Thaayu
Now,
wake.
more entertaining if when they are invaders. Eh? That is screaming.